Of course, the Lakota, Cheyenne, Arapahoes, and other tribes never let us rest. So there was always war. When our enemies were not bothering us, our warriors were bothering them. So there was always fighting going on somewhere. We women sometimes tried to keep our men from going to war. But this was like talking to winter winds. Pretty Shield.
The warriors came out on a high cliff to the east and saw an enemy village down there, the Crow village, but nobody seemed around. Just as they got there, they smelled this awful smell. And when they went into the village and examined the first teepees, they found them full of dead people, laying there wrapped up. So they got out of there and started back. But before they reached their own village, one of them got sick and died too. And when they got in, the rest of them came down with smallpox also. It killed many of them. John stands in timber.
Smallpox, cholera, tuberculosis, measles, diphtheria. European diseases against which they had no immunity, now raced from people to people.
What must it have been like to live in a community and suddenly a disease that you had never seen before, for which your medicines were not effective, and which had horribly ugly symptoms, wiped out everybody you saw? Was it witchcraft? Was it a punishment? Was it the end of the world? Who knew what was going on? And those people who didn't die, they were left stragglers. If they were children, they had, they were very dependent on anybody who else survived. It was a total Holocaust. And it wasn't the cavalry. It was a series of pandemics that wiped out most people before Europeans ever encountered them.